Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at. So, if life offered you a real superpower, this would be it. This would be the answer. So, James Allen says, as the physically weak man can make himself strong by careful and patient training, so the man of weak thoughts can make them strong by exercising himself in right thinking. That was James Allen. He wrote that in 1903. So, doubt, insecurity, second guessing, all great people who have accomplished things experience these similar emotions that we all feel. This is a universal thing. Welcome to Mentor Mornings, guys, where I share wisdom from people far wiser than myself to help you own your journey and fuel your day. If you appreciate this video, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you aren't already, and share it with somebody that you think it could help. Share it with somebody that you think it could impact. Let's dive into it. So I had a meeting a while ago with a very influential, a very powerful person. This person has inspired and encouraged hundreds of thousands of people and has made a very solid impact, runs multiple extremely successful businesses, and is one of those kinds of people that you just kind of sit back with awe and say, how is that possible? And my view, my picture of who that person was is that they were unstoppable. And I had the opportunity to spend a couple of hours with this person, and I learned multiple things. The one thing that I'm going to share with you today, though, is that I learned that even the greatest among us experience doubt, experience insecurities, experience these feelings of I'm just not good enough. That's a universal thing that goes around with all kinds of people. And this person in his circle of people that he knew a lot of very powerful people who made extremely large impacts. And what I learned is that even they felt that. And so these feelings that we have inside of our own lives of doubt, of we're not good enough, of insecurity, these patterns that hold us back, it's universal, guys. Everyone feels it. And so from that perspective, that right there is powerful, to realize that it's not just you. You're not alone in these feelings. And so James Allen, he gives us hope inside of this quote. He says that these feelings, these negative thoughts, these things that hold us back, these insecurities, that we can change it by flexing our muscles. We can change it by working our muscle of building positive thought habits. So isn't that encouraging? Isn't that encouraging to know that anxiety, that depression, that insecurities, that being held back from achieving our goals and our dreams because of how we feel or how we think, that we can change that inside of our lives? If there was ever a superpower that was given to us, that is one of the most powerful real life things that we have. So suffering and circular thinking is a result of a pattern. And if you imagine a horse on a lunge line or on like a carousel where it just goes round and round and round, pretty soon that the horse's hooves are going to leave a pattern, a trail inside of the dirt. And the longer that horse goes around and around, the deeper that trough is going to become. And pretty soon it's going to be very difficult for that horse to step outside of that trough because it's deep. And it's the same thing. Hello from India. Hello from Montana. So it's the same thing inside of our lives, inside of our thought patterns. So emotions and thoughts are intimately linked. They're very intimately linked. And so negative thoughts are going to lead to a spiral. A negative thought triggers an emotion, and that emotion triggers a thought. And pretty soon we're ending and we're like spiraling into this auger, and we're augering into the ground. And so how do we fix it? How do we stop that? How do we stop that spiral of those emotions that we all feel, that we experience on a regular basis? If you experience a certain emotion, a certain feeling on a regular basis that slows you down from going after the things that you want, from doing the hard things, then most likely it's going to be triggered by a thought that occurs regularly. And so how do we stop that? And the one thing, and this is nothing new what I'm saying here, but the one thing that can bring it to an end is awareness. It's noticing. It's noticing when that monkey mind spits out that negative thought. So when you have that inspirational feeling where you know you can go after something and conquer it, and then just after that, the negative thought comes up. Ah, I don't think I can do that. Or, I'm not good enough. It's noticing that thought, and then it's speaking to yourself in a way that inspires and encourages. So the one piece of thing, like what I can contribute to this is speak to yourself as you would to your child. How would you speak to your child if they were encountering, if they were telling themselves a negative thought, if they were telling themselves that pattern that pops up in your head, how would you like them to speak to themselves? So we show ourselves love. That's really what it comes down to, is awareness and showing ourselves love in order to move beyond. So today, well, first of all, life is too beautiful and too short to live in a state of disempowerment. And we have this superpower to turn it around and go the other direction. And it's so really, it becomes our responsibility to use our super to turn ourselves around, to go in the other direction, so that we can have an impact and positively inspire other people inside of our lives. So today, just notice when a negative thought pops up. Just notice it, that's it. And just by bringing awareness and noticing it, you disengage the magnetic power of the spiral that is there to pull you down. So love yourself, inspire yourself, and encourage yourself. If you guys appreciate this video, please hit that thumbs up button, share it with somebody that you think that it could help. And if you are on a mission to help other people, to encourage, to inspire, to create impact, download the free guide in the description down below. It's the 3 ancient laws that every great leader has utilized inside of their life in order to take it to the next level, in order to create an impact. I made it for you guys. I hope that you use it. It's free. So, all right, guys. Rise unconquered. I will see you tomorrow.